What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Julius Velasco and today I kind of wanted to do a reaction video or kind of like a review. Now I'm a Northern Nevada realtor and I work up here in Reno, Sparks and whatnot, but aside from that, that's a whole different playlist. But I wanted to go ahead and review my DJI Mavic Mini. I wanted to go ahead and talk about what I feel like when I took my first flight. Now I'm a certified drone pilot and there's some pros and cons to it. Now the pros to this, that it weighs less than the required federal guideline to have it registered. So you can fly this and not have it registered pretty much. It weighs 249 grams and it shoots pretty well for what it is. In my what's in my gear bag video, I went ahead and kind of opened up what I have with me when I shoot photography, when I go out and do residential shoots, because aside from real estate work, I do drone work and photography work as a part of that too. So kind of like double dips and stuff. But one of the pros that I've experienced with shooting with the Mavic Mini is that it's very lightweight, small, and very maneuverable. And so when I'm flying, it's super easy to control. But there's a cons to that, because once you get involved in, the altitude changes and wind and all that stuff, things tend to change, and that's kind of where I feel like it lacks a little. But for what it is, I mean, it's pretty small, like as you can see. Now, when I talk about altitude changes and wind speed and all that stuff, it really comes to play because when you get wind on the aircraft, it starts swaying it and your stability in the gimbal or the camera changes as well. That's when it gets risky, because the last thing you'd want is a drone pilot's drone to fly and, crash into the ground. That's something that we never want to do, and that's just something that lacks in this department. But I mean, for what it is and how it shoots, I can hit 1080p, and I think in the recent update it hit 4K. I haven't tried it yet, but whether it's a recent update or not, it has a capability of shooting 4K. I would double check in the specs though, for sure. I don't really use it that much, because for residential shoots and when I post those videos, yes, it goes on YouTube, but I also push it out on Facebook, and a lot of people watch this stuff on their phones. So I feel like 1080p is good enough for that. Now, one thing I wish that it did have was more of a on-screen camera, but for the case that it came in, it would be much more bulky case, I feel like. Now, I've transitioned my case to having a Volt case from Pelican, so it's a hard case, but this is just something I found at Best Buy for like 30 bucks. Now, you don't need that. It comes with a case if you get to fly more, which is kind of cool, and I'm not being sponsored by DJI to review this or anything. I'm not getting any compensation. It's just my experience if you're in the industry or you're just a photographer looking to get into drones. Definitely is a good drone to get started in and to learn kind of how to maneuver and fly a drone itself. I mean, for what it is, also is pretty expensive for being super small, but like I said, the video that comes out of it is worth it. Now, aside from video, the DJI Mavic also shoots photography also. So if that was something that you needed to get done, it for sure can do that in high quality as well. I definitely appreciate you guys stopping by the channel and checking out my first review. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know if you're a realtor down in the comments below. If you're a real estate photographer and you have your preferred drones as well, let me know what those are in the comments below. Looking to upgrade into something much more bigger, because like I said, the stability in this thing is kind of scary when I start flying in the air. And I'm sure a lot of people who've flown this drone can say the same thing. Now, before I ended the video, I want to go ahead and ask you guys to hit that like button and also subscribe if you want to see more content. My lighting actually just overheated and died real quick, and that's for another video. But anyways, thanks for your time, and I'll catch you in the next one.